I honestly don't even know where to begin. I have been screaming at the top of my lungs at this headset. More information has come to the light today, this afternoon, and it's bad. It's freaking bad in terms of the chain in command and who really was supposed to be leading our country. And it's just very sickening to know that these disgusting people, aka Donald Trump and his sick pedophile regime, literally intentionally made a mockery of our country, knowing the truth, fully knowing who was in power, and then turned our country into a fucking mockery, a laughingstock globally. And the thing is, here's the kicker, guys, is that the world freaking knows. The world freaking knows this already. And guess what? Our country is figuring it out. And our country knows that Donald Trump is not the president right now. And that is the shit that is really hitting the fan, so to speak. And let me just tell you, as of this morning, he had little Gina Haspel back in fucking power again, running command and he had little Kellyanne Conway, the same group, Paul Manafort. It's the same fucking shitstorm of psychopaths, dude. And I'm telling you right now, what they did to our country is so effed up because none of them were vetted. None of them went through a proper security clearance. Okay? I am telling you that wholeheartedly, that these people overthrew our fucking country. I have the Seven of Swords reversed, which is the worst freaking card of the deck. This is full-blown deception. Full-blown deception, okay? And they dragged our country through the most disgusting reign of sickness, mental illness. I have my freaking car seat front and center because these are the grossest people ever. Because I, unfortunately, have had to see what they have done. Okay? Because I have a high enough rank I had to actually witness it. I know where their facilities are. I have had to see what they have done to children and to babies and what they did to me. It is sickening. They are so sick. They are so gross, these people. And they thought it was funny. They think it's funny what they did to our country. They think it's a laughing stock. And I honestly, when people find out what they really did, they're going to be so pissed, guys. And the storm is coming. I'm telling you, the storm is coming. I have a Seven of Swords coming in the reverse. The storm is freaking coming in. And it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's so much worse than you actually know because they fully knew that Donald Trump was not in power, and they fully knew that President Biden was not in power, and nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. And right now I have generals coming in around this, I have the Six of Pentacles coming in, but this is definitely the general card. There is a general that knew what was going on, and I knew he knew. He was the general that was brought in right after the insurrection to assess the entire situation. And I felt like he was the only general that actually caught on to what was going on and that this was actually World War III, and it was so much bigger than just the Capitol attack. It was an overthrowing of the country. And I knew that he got that. And I don't know if that was before Special Counsel Jack Smith was assigned to the insurrection, but that general I knew it. I knew he knew. And I felt like I felt like he had really strong ties. I don't know if he had done a lot of work over in Europe. I felt like he had a background. I don't know if he worked in Germany, but there was something with his background and me knowing that he knew the truth. And that was a really big turning point. I remember that fully, where it was I feel like we were bringing in the troops at that point, okay? And there was other things that were going on, okay? And I know we had a lot of issues, obviously, with the election. We know that the post office was purposely getting crashed before that election. We now know Gina Haspel knew something was going on, okay? Because she's caught on record kind of saying something along the lines it's go time. Mitch McConnell, I had dreams about Mitch McConnell and freaking Gina Haspel, that they had a deal, okay? And they were going to overthrow our freaking country. I had dreams about things. I saw them with a contract with Pelosi, okay? I saw them hanging a contract over her freaking head. I remember that specifically. And I didn't know what was going on with this contract. I feel like it was like a bank contract or something that they had over her head. There's information that I have, guys, that people in the highest ranking positions don't have because I didn't know, but because of my channel, I was already climbing up the ranks and I was already working with high level intelligence. And I told you all, because of the red alert state of our country, I kind of became, I guess, like a hub or a source for, I feel like, a lot of intelligence sources to kind of come in and communicate. I feel like they were on the channel. They might have been leaving comments. And then I had a lot of people in intelligence coming through as one-on-one clients for soul coaching, spiritual work, and people just concerned in general, asking questions around the country or countries they were even in at that time. I was even doing, I was doing all kinds of work at that time. I remember having somebody coming in from Canada who was severely concerned about her country, that thought something was seriously wrong, saying that the media had just gotten bought and up, and they were trailing right in line with everything that had already happened on U.S. soil. It was like they were following the same exact playbook. I was getting the Russians were infiltrating Canada. It was the same exact scenario, okay? And so I feel kind of like this hub in some way for some type of communications coming through. And I think at that point in time, I might have already been moving into some form of intelligence because I had dreams of people that it felt like I was moving into that kind of arena, okay? And now I'm learning in hindsight, like, really what was going on, and that I really did have a lot of information that a lot of other people did not have at that time. And because I kept moving up the ranks after my physical attack, after the V2K Neuralink hooked up to me, after I became this beta lab rat and was moved into the Secret Soace Program and all of these other trafficking programs, that's when I really started getting even more information, because the higher you move up the ranks, you are privy to information that not many people have. And these generals did not see it coming. General Milley did not see me coming, guys. He did not see me coming. I know this sounds so like, oh my God, this is so out there. How is this possible? But if you were one of my OGs, you know what I was talking about. You know what I was constantly, reporting on. I was always on top of the latest news articles. I was following everything. I was following the investigations. I was following, special counsel and Mueller, and I was following all of it very closely and daily. And I was getting a lot of information and a lot of messages, and I had a lot of dreams that were coming to fruition. And I know that this sounds so crazy, but if you actually were to look at the scope of my channel, which is like 7 years, I was like really, I have been like embedded into this, okay, in some way. So when I'm in the military portals and I'm seeing General Milley fighting against our country, he is freaking in shell shock. And I remember seeing him the next day on a live press conference, and he changed a completely different tune. He literally did like a 360 the next time I saw him at the live press conference from where we were before. And I'm not freaking kidding. And I swear, like, it was like they saw a ghost, because they never saw me coming. They never thought a person would be climbing up the freaking ranks, okay, through a Delta Force trafficking MK Ultra Program. They never saw me freaking coming. And they never thought that I would be graduating to that level of star or rank to actually see what they freaking did. Because it was the bro club, man. It was the freaking George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, freaking General Milley bro club with Lieutenant General Tom Bergeson. And it was all connected in to Florida, okay, to Manhattan. All right. It was all back to like DC. It was like all of these players, they had already been in these high level ranking positions for so freaking long. They did not expect somebody to be climbing up the freaking ranks to actually like be privy enough to their freaking secrets. And I freaking like outed them. Like, I freaking outed this secret coalition and how they were freaking moving monies to essentially attain more oil, okay? More land. That was what all of these wars were about, okay? It was all about the oil. And on the back end, it was the same guys. I told you it was the same guys as 9/11. And it's not an accident. I have the 9 of Cups coming in. Like, this stuff is going to come out. And it's ugly. But not only that, it's like they gave a free pass to the freaking Saudi Arabia. Jared Kushner was in bed with the guys who freaking chainsawed and hacked the reporter Khashoggi. Okay? He was in bed with them. That's the $2 billion everybody was flipping out about. Okay? I was getting trafficking and the system connected to that. Okay? And then I was getting harassed by Kim K. There was a huge news article that went out that the Saudi prince was willing to pay, I want to say upwards of $1 million or so to sleep with Kim K. All right. And when that stuff is circulating around, like, we all know how Kim K got her start with P. Diddy. We all know what just happened with freaking P. Diddy. We all know about the tunnels now. We all know that everything is connecting back around and it's not a freaking coincidence, okay, so to speak. Everything comes full circle, and that is what's happening right now. And right now, if you have been a victim of this cult, of this regime, which many of us have been victims since we were children, depending on who our families were, depending on our codes, our date of birth, okay, the codes are a really big one. Depending on a lot of things, it is all going to come back full circle. And I'm telling you all, they have effed up. They have effed up so bad spiritually, okay, physically, mentally. They have fucked up. Like, everything that they could have done to fuck it up, everything has happened. And they're trying to torture me right now with a neuro weapon. They're messing with my eye. And that exact same thing happened to Katy Perry on stage. Her eye started like glitching. Look at this. This thing is like popping up. It's like, that's what they are. That's who they freaking are, guys. The guys, they make your fucking eyes glitch. They freaking dehumanize you. They dissect you, and they get their rocks off on it. That's how sick this regime is. They are embedded in our foreign dignitaries that are freaking mentally ill, that think that women don't belong here. They are fully on board with genocide operations, which Donald Trump signed onto with Manhattan. With the Manhattan feds, the Manhattan sex cats, okay? They were on board with that shit. And they don't want that to come out, but that's the freaking truth. That's the freaking truth. I'm a victim of those operations, okay? And it's disgusting. And Kim K is one of the sex cats, okay? She gets paid a lot of money to murder people. A lot of money. Anyways, it's ugly and dark, but I'm telling you, the truth is gonna freaking come to the light. It's getting worse. Like, the momentum, I know it looks really bad because they paid off the media and they're trying to make it look like this guy is fucking in control. But on the back end, their world is freaking shitting, okay? Their world is collapsing. It is falling apart because they know it's a fake empire. It's a fake empire. We have Hermit Reverse coming in. That means you're coming out of something secretive. You're coming out of it. And they can't survive in the light. These people, they will freaking shrivel up and fucking die in the light. Their secrets can't survive in the light because everything they do is been in the dark. And when you're uncovering it, and you freaking discover the truth like I did, and you start bringing it to the light, it's going out. It's going out like rapid fire, dude. They're all going to know about their little KKK Nazi regime and the genocide, okay? Genocide operation, which I think is connected to the NASA project Lucy, okay? And it's going to come out. It's going to come out, all of it. So I will leave you guys there. Keep saying prayers, keep shining the light, but I'm telling you, the storm that is coming in for them is so bad. And it's all connected to freaking crazy Kimmy, North Korea, okay? They have the oligarchs coming in. It's all gonna come in, guys. It's all coming in that they were on the side of freaking crazy Kimmy, dude. Crazy effing Kimmy is funded by the black budget. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's going to be so gross when the truth comes. Florida's coming in. It's going to be so flipping gross. You guys are going to like be flipping out. And the African banks, that's how they were moving the money. The African banks. I told you Putin lost the war and he got magical African gold. That's from the weapons contract or the weapons deals. the military contracts, dude. It's all a plot, dude, to fill their freaking pockets, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And they did it knowing that they weren't even in power. That's how gross they are. They knew they weren't even in power. And they did it to make a mockery of our country. And that shit is gonna freaking eat them alive. Guaranteed. It is going to eat them alive. So I will leave you guys there. I am sending you so much love and blessings. Thanks so much for your support and subscribing. Keep staying strong, okay? Do whatever you got to do to fill up your freaking battery and to freaking break their black magic. Anyways, I will leave you guys there, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.